Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Gabrielle Kazaya. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss out on any new videos. Today we are going to be talking about all things Spelman College. As many of you are probably just getting your early action or early admission decisions and also just looking forward to what colleges you're going to decide, I figured you may want to know some of the things that you don't learn about on the tour, or if you weren't able to have a chance to tour and are just really learning about Spelman through social media, you're going to want to know. And I definitely wish I knew some of these things. Although I did tour, I went to junior preview day and I went to Spellbound, I still was unaware of some of these things, especially going in, and just had to kind of learn them. So I think this will be the perfect tips for you to know. So of course there are clubs and activities and organizations on campus for you to get involved. My personal suggestion is get involved as early as you can. I think that I've spoken to some girls who literally DM people in organizations that they wanted to be a part of. They were like, hey, like, I'm an incoming student, I'm really interested in this organization, can you tell me more, can you help me prepare for when I get on campus so I can make the most of my experience. Now, I'm not saying that you have to do that to be successful at all on campus. When you come, there's literally a NSO fair. Sorry, not an NSO, a RSO fair, which is the registered, student organization fair. And it's just like, we go into the wellness center and there's just like all of the clubs and organizations there. And you can go, you can talk to the people, you can meet with them. And I really think that's the best place to kind of figure out where you want your footing at. I know leaving high school, I felt as though I was super involved we had student council, Black Student Union, and things of that nature. But leaving high school and going to HBCU, you know, there is no Black Student Union. There is some of those things where it was like minority clubs or things based on a minority. There are less of because we are the majority. So I just thought it was really important to know some of these things. So a lot of people reference the big three, and those are SGA, Pulse, and MSAB on Spelman's campus. So Miss Spelman Advisory Board, Pulse is all of the girls who really do all of our curated events. So Spring Fest, Homecoming, Welcome Back Jam, and I'll try and leave down below their Instagrams, but you can literally, let me actually just show you guys on the screen. And MSAB is Miss Spelman Advisory Board, I just said that. And then SGA is, so this is Pulse's Instagram. It's just like, it's Pulse. Okay, and then let me get you guys MSAB. It's just Miss Spelman. Let's see. Can she focus? Can you guys see that? Okay, but that Instagram is just Miss Spelman. And then SGA's Instagram is just Spelman SGA. So yeah, I'm not sure if you guys can see this one either. I really can't tell. There it is. Okay, cool. So we all three do different things, but I guess on campus we're referred to as the big three because we kind of like curate a lot of the events. However, do not feel like if you're not on a big three that like you're not working or doing things on campus. I know at least my freshman year, a lot of it was like, if you're on the big three, you're super successful, but like that is not the case. Like all of our clubs and organizations, well, still you are successful, but all of our clubs and organizations are really made to suit who you are as a person. Miss Spelman, of course, runs Miss Spelman and all of her attendance, but they also just curate events that are perfect for the student body. SGA, we work with all of the different offices on campus, so like student life, public safety, Title IX, all of those things, and we curate to make sure the student experience is the best and also advocate for the students in those offices who, like, you know, one voice may not be loud enough. So we're just an organization that can do that. There's NCNW, National Council of Negro Women. There is FBLS, which I'm also a part of, Future Business Leaders of Spelman. So we definitely do a lot of the like business related, like if you want to be prepared to enter the corporate world, especially as a first year and you're feeling unprepared or also feeling prepared but you need a little more assistance, you need to join FBLS. We have such amazing events, and of course I'm speaking more about it because I'm a part of it, but those are just some of the things that we do. There's health careers, which is basically all like the pre-med girlies really can gather together and better understand themselves. There's a dental club, and they always have good things. You also have skirts, which is a community service org. It's Sisters Keeping It Real Through Service. They do a lot of, they're one of the largest community service orgs on campus. There's also Collegiate 100, which I'm a part of, which is another community service organization. It's catered more towards students and people in like the students in the school system, kind of like 5 through 12 like grades, which is another service org. There's Lady Buzz, which is like a mentoring program where us Spelmanites mentor young girls. There's Spell Reads, which is when you go to the schools and read with some of the students in the Atlanta school system. There are so many community service orgs on campus that you just have to find like your right fit, and then you can move forward from there. So we also have Spelman Entrepreneurship Club, which is entrepreneurship club, Blueprint, which does like the Spelman newspaper, all of the Spelman like not information, I don't want to call it, but like articles. That's the word I was looking for. And then you have ambassadors, which of course if you toured, those were your ambassadors. And Spelman ambassadors is super big, and I don't want y'all to think that these are all the organizations. I believe we have over 70 RSOs on campus, so these were just a few that I can remember off the top of my head, but know that there are so many. And as long as you get involved in where you feel that you know you will be best, I think you will have success in any means. And I also think clubs and activities is a perfect way for you to meet new people when you're coming on campus. Now to talk about campus events, I'm pretty sure you guys have probably seen at least one of these on social media by now, but of course Founders Day in April, we all have, you know, oh sorry, I just moved my contact. We have the white dress tradition where, you know, we're all in white dresses during the morning. Everyone changes into their like Founders Day fit. It's just really beautiful, really nice. One of my favorite days. We also have homecoming week, of course, which is literally just like a week long. I think of activities. There's a fashion show that is put on by the agency, which is backtracking, one of the fashion orgs on campus. There is the concert, the step show, just all these amazing things, and like you're going to be tired because it's just such a fun week. There's also Spring Fest, which is kind of like homecoming but a smaller version in the spring. So we'll still have a concert, a fashion show, and just something else like as an activity those weeks. And then there's late night breakfast, which is like Spelman specific. So like kind of near the end of the semester, they'll have like a breakfast. I think it's normally from like 9 to 12, and we all just get there. It's a DJ, it's games, music, food, and it's just like a really good way to like celebrate the end of the semester but also unwind. Those are just a few of my favorite. There are so many things that go on campus, but those are kind of like the key staples that like everyone will know or be preparing for, that you'll also be able to like enjoy, and it'll be like, oh my gosh, like homecoming week's next week, or late night breakfast is tomorrow, like what are we wearing, da 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 da. So I actually received a question about this, about how the semester is structured. So of course it's really different from you all's like high school semester or even some other schools. Basically we typically start in August. You'll have like move-in day, like a little week for move-in day, and then the semester will start that following week. This year it started on a Wednesday. They typically kind of start on Wednesdays to me from what I remember, spring and fall. And then after that you'll have like all of your classes. Most times the classes kind of like ease into like the workload. Then right around Thanksgiving will be midterms. Midterms are typically the week before Thanksgiving break or the week after. Some years it does fall. So then you'll have midterms, take your exams, your projects, your papers, all of that. Then you'll have another chunk of like just classwork. This is kind of like when your course load gets to be a lot more, especially in November, because your teachers just have like a lot more assignments towards the later end of the semester. Then after that, you'll have finals week, which kind of like there's a day that like marks the end of the semester. Then for Spelman, we have of course the name is slipping me right now, but basically it's like a few days that are just study days. Like you're not allowed to have any classes, and they're just the days that we have to study and prepare for your finals. So then after those, like it's normally like 2 to 3 days and it falls over a weekend, that Monday we'll start finals, and then that finals will be like the Monday through to this day. Or sometimes actually this semester it started on a Wednesday. Oh, it's called the reading period. Yes, guys. So end of the semester marks. Then this chunk is like the reading period, 2 to 3 days to study, refresh on your work, and then finals will begin. And then after finals, the semester is over and you have like 2 days to move out. And yeah, like that is it. That's kind of how the semester flows. And then I guess from there we can talk about classes. So we have a program called Degree Works. I'll try and put it on the screen here if I can like access it. Basically it's like a place and you register for your classes, so you can see all the classes we offer. You'll get a course sequence when you come to Spelman, so you'll know all the classes that you need to take to graduate, and some of them are like guided by years, but don't be alarmed if you don't get the class that you want, or like the class is already full in the semester that you're like supposed to be taking it by your course sequence. Your course sequence is just a guide. It is not something you mandatorily have to do. Although you should just be aware, if there's a class that has a prerequisite, you do need to take the prerequisite before taking the class, of course. So I think those are just some things. Like I know for me, at the end of my freshman year, I was supposed to take computer science, but the computer science was full and didn't align with the rest of my schedule. So I just moved it around, and I'm going to take it this semester in sophomore year. So that's kind of how classes work and Degree Works. And then you get your schedule from Degree Works. It'll tell you the place it is, like what building, the class, the professor. And what a lot of people do, or what I at least recommend, is look up your professor on Rate Your Professor, like ratemyprofessor.com. And also just talk to other people that are also in your major, because that will really help to determine like what professor is good. What professor will work with my learning style. And I think that's really important because everyone's learning style is different. So you need to pick a professor that you feel as though you'll do best in their class. Okay, so next I want to talk about housing, like dorm life. I know I've received so many questions about visitation, y'all. So let's start here. Spelman does not have a curfew. No, you do not have to be inside your dorm at any time, any day, any of that. No, that's not how it works. Free reign. The Spelman gates are always open for you as a Spelman student to come in and out. 2, visitation. I know for my year, we didn't get visitation till after homecoming, which was like October. And basically how visitation works is if you have a guest, male or female, who does not attend Spelman campus, Spelman College, then they'll enter campus and enter your dorm residence hall. You'll both leave your IDs at the desk. And they'll have like your phone numbers and contact information, and then visitation ends at like 12. So they have to be off campus by 12 and out of your dorm by 12 for Spelman's campus. It does not work at the Stanford Morehouse's campus. If you're over there, they have their own thing going on. Make sure you check with whoever you're over there with. So that's visitation. Then there's housing. There's like lockout fees. So like if you lose your key, so it's like a physical key. This is actually not the key, but y'all will just get the point. Like you'll get like an actual key to your door, like to unlock and lock your door. If you lose your key from when I'm pretty sure it's the same. It's like $5 to pay for a lockout, so for the RA to come unlock your door. And then to replace your key, it is a different charge. And then you just pay that kind of like by cash. I remember, if I don't remember correctly, it's like by cash. You just pay it to your RD, your residential director. So there's a RD who's like the person that sits in the office downstairs. There's the RA who's like, there's an RA on your floor who like you can call, hey girl, like I need this, do you know about this, blah blah blah. And then lastly, a lot of people are saying like, when you have to like move out per se at the end of the semester, what does that mean for your dorm? No, you do not have to take down your dorm decor and all those things at the end of the semester. You have to make sure you unplug everything. Nothing can be on the floor, just so like public safety can see in your dorm and can tell like nothing's been tampered with, but also that in case of emergency or like flooding or something, there's nothing on your actual like floor in the walkway. This does not mean if you have like shelves and like organization things under your bed that you have to take them off the floor. That's not the case at all. Just like if you have an ottoman in the middle of your floor, put it on your bed, things of that nature. You have to like clean everything down, unplug everything, and it was like something else. They give you a checklist, but like you don't have to move everything out. But a lot of the things that you have are going to be like kind of gone anyway, because like you're taking most of your clothes home and a lot of your shoes. If I have one tip for anyone, don't overpack for winter break unless you're like going on a trip, or if you know you're about to like be somewhere doing something. Do not overpack. I had like 3 suitcases and only used things out of 1 suitcase, and it was a waste. If anything, you probably want to leave more space because you're probably gonna like go shopping or want to do something with your family when you come home. So definitely would recommend leaving more space than not. And then that's really it, like as far as like the dorm life, like, you know, communal showers, bed, have your fan. I have a whole separate video on like all dorm things related, so I definitely would recommend watching that video just to have a better understanding. Lastly, if you are here and have yet to apply to Spelman or are interested in applying to Spelman, if you are in your junior year, I totally recommend going to junior preview day. You basically like come on campus, you can see a lot of just the things that we have going on, you can tour, you can understand student life. I did junior preview day, completely fell in love. Like the food, amazing that day. Everything was just like good. If you are a senior and have already been admitted, please, please, please come to Spellbound. Even if you are not 100% sure that Spelman is the place for you. I know many girls that came to Spelman weren't sure, and then that defined their decision. It's a 2-day experience, and it's really good. You're able to see like a really whole approach. You're able to tour the dorm that you might be interested in, or if you already applied and chose your dorm, you're able to see that. If you already applied and like said all that, I'm sure you all have seen that the housing application will open. Just to give you a little behind the scenes, because I know some people are like, what's gonna happen? You're gonna open it, it's gonna be a portal, you're gonna be able to pick a dorm, you're gonna be able to pick a floor, you'll be able to see what rooms are open on the hallway and the hallway layout and choose from there. It's actually pretty simple, and if you choose someone, you get to know your roommate a little bit. Like you'll get their information, their contact information, and you don't like them or you don't feel like you'll be a good fit, you can change your room, you can change your dorm, you can do all of those things up until like a certain date, and the date is like much closer to when you guys move in. I hope that these kind of answered some of your questions, and also was just like some of the things that you feel like you need to know before coming to Spelman. I cannot wait. I'm going to kind of be doing some Spelman themed videos just so people can get a better understanding. So stay tuned for those, and I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss out on any more videos, and I will see you guys in my next one.